Let's keep it going real quick. This is a new Jubilee video. It's an episode of Spectrum. Can you go too far with plastic surgery? This one right here is going to be very interesting.
It was worse than my SRS because they cut your stomach and they lift the muscles, and that's your core.
Oof.
And so just sneezing, farting, coughing, dropping something is a bitch.
Yikes, I want to know the context of that, because what? Oh my god, that was them! I just realized! They were in the intro. I was wondering what that episode was.
I wish I didn't get plastic surgery. 3, 2,
She already
1,
started moving.
go.
Well, that's cool, though.
I had a rhinoplasty and a breast augmentation. It has helped me overcome a lot of self-image issues that I've had, and I do not regret either of those at all.
before.
However, sometimes I do wish that I was more natural, just because I feel like society puts a big emphasis on being naturally beautiful.
I was insecure about my breasts before. I didn't like
That
the
is very
size.
true.
I was like, maybe if they were a little bigger, and I went ahead, I did it.
ESPN Plus is a streaming service that delivers live sports of the best leagues in the world. the
Fam,
best
why you
players in
watching
the
my moves,
And
bro?
I
What's up with these apps? Yeah, I did turn that thing on, though. I did do that. Why are you watching my moves with the ESPN Plus, bro?
could never go back. It makes me so happy. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, God damn, girl.
See, that's what you love to
Where do
hear,
you
bro.
come from, Ma? Okay, give me your number.
That's
I,
what you
my
love to
whole
hear.
entire life felt uncomfortable with my boobs because they were in a regular shape, and that was never going to change unless I got a surgery. I could never regret it because I feel so much more confident, even though they're not even fully dropped and shaped yet.
Hi, I love my plastic surgery. I've had over 225 procedures.
225?
I had a lot of bad experiences, but I don't regret any of it. It's made me who I am. I have a recording career now.
Yo, Laura Croft.
The trans person who goes through this cishet society, people are always nitpicking at my body. They're always like, you don't have big enough boobs. You don't have an ass. Your face looks f***ed up. You don't look feminine. You look masculine. I kind of wish that I never got breast augmentation, not because it makes me feel any type of way, but more so I wish I didn't feel like I had to have boobs to feel pretty. I didn't, my mother pushed that a lot. You need to look feminine to be beautiful. And I'm like,
Yikes.
Well, you're perfect the way you are, and the way you
Really
are, you're
are.
always perfect.
100%, I'm telling you.
Pre-W group.
I was pretty before my surgery.
Absolutely, 100%. I was beautiful. I've always been.
Major
I still
W.
am, and I will be my whole life. This was just.
I feel like she has the confidence that a lot of people with plastic surgery really should have. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that don't. They get certain things done and then it's just not there. But
A
W
little
confidence,
salt, a little salt and pepper on top. That's it. A little more flavor.
Well, my nose changed my whole life, my whole perception of my face. So I think I'm beautiful now, but before when I look at pictures, I'm like, God damn, I'm so glad I got that nose job.
I kind of agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, I've always felt like I'm beautiful from the inside out. No matter what anyone else tells me, just because I didn't fit your beauty standard back then doesn't mean that I'm not beautiful now.
People should be open about their plastic surgery.
See, this is one thing that should be agrees, bro. In the internet, see, I knew I was gonna rant a little bit this episode. I knew I was going to. I knew it. I feel like which it comes from both sides. People that have had surgery done, people that haven't, and just hate on it, whatever. But in the internet age, you see too many people getting work done and trying to pass it off as if they naturally did something. Girls go to Dominican Republic, get a BBL, and then act like they was working out for 11 months. That, bro, what does that say about your confidence, bro? That's kind of whack, in my opinion. It's so weird because you see it all the time. And not only does it perpetuate false narratives for people to then be like, yo, if I do this, then I can look like that too. Nah, bro, they got work done, bro. That's a whole different thing. It's very messed up. And that's why I respect people that are very open about it, because it's they understand that, yo, it is what it is. I can really respect that. I feel like a lot of, but that's just my opinion.
Nobody's in business. If, you know, it isn't. You know, sometimes
That's
I'll tell
true.
people.
It is nobody's business, but at the same time, it definitely does depend on the industry you're in. Cause like if you're trying to be a social media influencer and you're trying to be a, you know, a health person, like you work out all the time, whatever, that's your brand. You should not be capping to people being like you worked out to look like this when you really didn't. You know, but it depends though.
You know, I guess I
It
look
definitely
like a
depends.
walking plastic surgery doll, but you know, I could care less. And you know, it's up to the individual. You know, whether you want to tell your story or not.
Well, I
That's
think
very
when it comes
true.
to celebrities and like influencers, like you should be open about your
Exactly.
plastic surgery, because I think that people like, especially like when they're in they have higher platforms, that they should be open about it, because
Very
a lot of people have had plastic surgery. It's like, and you're going around
They
playing
have
it off
plastic
like you
surgery. Like,
haven't.
should we go to the dentist?
It's like, okay, you don't want to tell me a story, that's okay, but don't tell me something's real and natural when it's
Exactly.
plastic.
Exactly, bro.
Hurt that bad.
My recovery honestly wasn't that bad. Everybody told me you're gonna be in so much pain, this and that, you're not gonna be able to lift your arms, you're not gonna move. I was fine. Like 2 days later, I was in the shower and I took my shirt off, I didn't feel it.
I'll tell you, the worst one was the tummy tuck. Tummy tuck was worse than my SRS. Everything. It was
Yikes.
because they cut your stomach and they lift the muscles, and that's your core. And so just sneezing, farting, coughing, dropping something is a bitch.
Eye surgery
Yikes.
plays a part in unrealistic beauty standards.
Like people are usually not.
I would somewhat agree based off of what I said before. There's a lot of people perpetuating false narratives, being like, I worked hard to look like this, whatever, it's natural. Then it's like, nah. But still doing it, I'm still against it, but do you? What's it called? You know, it's messed up, but like it's based off of what I said before. In general, I feel like it's not that deep. It's not that deep. But, you know.
Not born with perfect boobies or
Yeah.
perfect anything. So it definitely does.
And it's not just plastic surgery, it's the fillers, it's the Botox,
Yeah,
it's all
exactly.
that stuff. All that
Exactly.
snowballs into, I mean, so I sometimes get complimented by people on the internet being like, oh, you're such a natural beauty. And I'm like, like
Natural
it's just
wear,
like-
baby.
Plastic surgery is a privilege.
So as a trans
I would
person
definitely
myself,
say that because there's a lot of people that probably wish they could, you know, get some work done and they can't because either it's too expensive or they're not in a place where it's safe enough to do. Because for a long time, and probably still now, we just don't hear about it. There's a lot of people injecting people and doing crazy stuff with some stuff that they should not have been doing stuff with. And I know it sounded like I didn't say anything, but if you know, you know.
I feel like plastic surgery is definitely a privilege, because even just being on hormones for a trans person is a privilege, and not all of them are able to access large amounts of money just to get a procedure.
Exactly.
Because, you know, they're just not granted that.
It's not a privilege. Anybody could have it. Privilege, to me, it sounds like only certain groups, certain, you know, a socioeconomic group can get it, but anybody can get it.
And I respect that, but I think having that option to choose, oh, I'm gonna go and get my tits done, that is privilege. And I come from a third world country. You know, like I've seen struggle, I've seen bad. So to me, I'm blessed, and I think it is a privilege.
W
Some
take.
people overdo it with plastic surgery. 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna say
Is
straight
your car
agree.
giving you a
Mainly
field
because
day?
Bring it in.
I feel
we'll
like
fix that.
Hurry into Tire.
I feel like it comes from a place of it's like a lack of confidence and body dysmorphia. A lot of people overdo it because they feel like they have to. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's up to the individual, bro. If somebody wants to get everything done, that's up to them, bro. Do you? If that's what makes you feel good and that's what makes you happy, bro, that's fire. That means you didn't overdo it. But there's a lot of people who really overdo it to try and please other people, or because, you know, body dysmorphia, like I said, bro, is you know, it'd be like that. But I wouldn't say strongly agree.
I
would just
think
say
if you
know,
go
agree.
to the point in which it affects your health,
Oh yeah,
that is too much. So that would be overdoing
I
it.
forgot about that. I didn't even think about that. That's facts too.
But who are we to say, oh, that person is overdoing it just
Yeah.
for the sake of it, you know? Just because you personally don't like how they look. That's none of your business. That's their body, you know? If they're happy, it's okay.
I
Yeah.
stopped when I felt like I needed to stop. I think if I continued to get plastic surgery, I would have started just tearing myself apart. And I feel like I might have gotten progressively more critical of myself.
I never understood why people call other people botched. I think that's really fucked up, and I don't think that other people need your projections onto what they view as beautiful, because the media preys on female insecurity and they beat that into your head to want to look beautiful, perfect all the time.
I've gone too far. I had liquid silicone injected in my body from head to toe, and now I'm paying the price now. I had it taken out of my body maybe 50 times. But they can't ever get rid of it completely because it's plastic. Can you overdo it? Yeah. But is it my business? No.
Well, welcome.
I agree with all of you guys.
I feel that. That was a
I would
W
let
tape.
my children get plastic surgery. 3, 2, 1, go.
That's up to them. I don't know. She agrees. There you
If
go.
my child
Mostly.
was underage, I wouldn't sign off on it because I would like them to mature more. And elective surgery, I
Sounds
think,
valid.
is a big emotional roller coaster, the whole healing process and getting the operation. And by the time they're 18, that is up to them, and I would support them
See, that's a valid
because
take. That's a
obviously
valid
I'd be a
take.
hypocrite otherwise.
I am from Venezuela.
I wasn't even thinking like.
And
younger,
Venezuela is
though.
very big on plastic surgery. In my country also, it's very common to gift like quinceañeras. Like, do you want your nose done? A rhinoplasty. If you don't like your nose, you're 16, 17, you can be under 18 and you get that as a birthday present.
I would support them with whatever they wanted, but at the same time, I have to ask them why they would want to get that in the first place.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like there
did
has to be
I
a
not give
long
you enough
conversation about that.
validation as a young person to feel more comfortable in your skin? Like, I guess I would want to know where it comes from before I give them the okay to
I
do
agree,
it.
100%.
Social media pressured me to get plastic surgery. 3, 2, 1, go.
Like, this is something I knew I wanted no matter what. Nothing could have like forced me to do it because it's something I wanted so bad. As I got older, I kind of learned that like I literally don't give a shit when anybody like tells me about myself because I know who I am. And
Hell
nobody
yeah.
else.
See, the reason I knew she was gonna say that is because her hair is pink. Now, with a lot of other colors, and yes, I'm stereotyping right now, I do not care. With a lot of other colors, it's like some people do it just cause, some people do it for certain reasons, whatever. But I feel like if you're gonna get pink hair, you don't care, bro. You just don't care. I love that about people with pink hair. Look at Uzi, he had pink hair for the longest time. He does not care what anyone thinks, bro. Like at all. It's facts.
Does.
I know it's
As
wild,
you
but
should.
like, bruh.
When I started 40 some years ago, there was no internet. And
just saying.
I just did it. It was my own obsession. I've been in the media a lot, and I've done shows about plastic surgery before, and I've noticed that people who didn't have it 30 years ago, whatever, and now all the kids have it now.
I feel like it's also hard to tell what is my own idea of beauty. Like, what is influence from society and what is my own perception? Because I struggle with this all the time. I'm like, I think to myself, well, I got plastic surgery because I wanted plastic surgery. But then I think further, I'm like, well, do I want to look this way because of media? But I do, at the end of the day, feel like we all have like a subjective opinion on beauty, you know? I just feel
I feel like a lot of people's perspective on beauty is based off of what they saw a lot as a kid. And especially for this group, I wouldn't say that they saw too much of that as a kid. Yeah, there were a lot of people with plastic surgery and stuff for the longest time, you know, for the last, I say 50 years at least, because they've been doing it for a very long time. But I feel like that wasn't the beauty standard, because even if you look, you know, 15 years back, the beauty standard was very different from what it is now, you know, so I don't know. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people base what they view as beautiful, you know, based off of what they saw as a kid, whether that be Disney movies or, you know, different shows, different people in general, just outside, you know what I mean? So
everyone makes it
I think
out
it's
to
different
seem
for
like,
everyone.
oh, you got plastic surgery.
You definitely can be pressured by social media, I would think, because you see a lot of people doing it, you know. I wouldn't imagine that every single person that gets work done does it, you know, from their heart. I wouldn't imagine that. But, you know.
Because, you know, all the Instagram models made you feel like you needed it. But I really, truly believe that there are people who just, you know, genuinely like that appearance, like in your case.
It resonates with them.
The results of
That's very true.
surgeries were exactly what I expected. 3, 2, 1, go.
Although I'm super happy with both of my procedures, they're not perfect. Being in the adult industry, I've had people point it out to me in my videos and like clown on my
You're still looking, so.
So
Yikes,
that
man.
has definitely made me a little insecure. However, if I didn't get that lift, then my would be really saggy.
The only surgery that I got that I didn't expect the results was my reassignment surgery. I actually was really desperate, so I flew to Thailand by myself. I didn't realize it would take almost like a full year to fully recover. And I wasn't prepared to enter womanhood because, I don't have a mom that taught me that stuff. So I would always...
Well, it's hard. I can't even look at my for a year.
Oh my god.
But it was really hard because I was always so hard on myself because my brothers would say really disgusting to me, like saying, "Oh, why did you even get that surgery? Why did you even cut off that part of yourself? Like now you just have like a festering hole and it just smells and it's disgusting." And
How old were you?
Crazy.
I was 19.
Oh, that's very young.
Yeah.
I was 19 too. I've had so many surgeries that some have been good, some have been bad, but I never blame the doctor, And I've had some quacks work on me, and they f***ed up. But you know what? I just live with it and just, you can go ahead and, when that heals a little bit, go ahead and go to someone else if you're not happy.
I really like how you recognize that and you don't blame the doctor.
I don't blame it on the doctor.
I
No,
love
why
that.
should I,
Yeah.
Because they could do the same procedure on me and with you,
Yeah.
and I could get an infection and
Yeah.
screw
and
up.
I can be totally
or the
fine.
implant or
And the
whatever
other way
might
around.
settle different.
Plastic surgery made me happier. 3,
All right, I think I finally got the noise gate right.
go.
Wait, what was the question? It's gonna pop up.
I feel like I was happy before, but I just put on
surgery. Oh,
a
okay.
real bra to go out the other night, and like the joy that it brought me, like I literally almost could have cried because like it was something I wanted for so long that it genuinely made me happy. Like it wasn't like I was sad before.
How much did these go for now?
Well, my surgery was $6,400, so it wasn't that bad.
What, 64?
Yeah.
My happiness really is not based on my plastic surgery. Did I add confidence? Oh, 100%. Yes. I was happy before, and if they were taken away tomorrow, honestly, it would suck, but I would still be happy. I would still be there. It's okay. I'm alive. That's all that matters.
You'd be pissed, let's be real.
No, I will be pissed for a while, bro. But eventually, like, if that's how it has to be,
Definitely.
okay, whatever. Like, I'm alive at the end of the day, Like, it was a choice.
Okay.
It was a cosmetic surgery. It's not something that, like, I needed, It's
Bro, I don't know if I'm right, and I really apologize if I'm wrong, but I feel like she's Colombian, bro. Like, low key, I feel like her accent reminds me of Valinity's, bro. Low key.
something that I wanted and I chose to have.
If I'm wrong, my bad, bro. My bad. But I feel like I'm right. I'm just saying. But this was a W group though.
Wow.
W
Can I hug
episode.
you? Hold on. Let's hug.
All right, Key. W episode.
Thank you for sharing. I think
We love to see it, bro.
super strong.
We love to see it. Jubilee only dropped bangers though, so I'm not surprised. And I feel like this kind of this was like a good follow up to the bodybuilders one. I think pretty cool.